How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting. Welcome back to Chuusotsu. It's time for us to once again explore the worlds of three wacky 15-year-olds and good grief, all their weird friends. If there's a corner of Freak Street, we found it. But yeah, so last time we were here, we got to kind of get a little more exploration to the minds, abilities, and interesting aspects of the other girls. Koiro kind of talked about how she has the ability to enhance her body for limited times, for certain amounts of time, and we learned that Aure can use her abilities to effectively hypnotize somebody. There's a bit of confusion. It's AOS. I was thinking that these things could be handed out like randomly, and someone pointed out in the comments that it wasn't quite random, that it's all still government, but it's still very weird because if that's the case, why would they give those powers to these people? They're under 15 and now they have no like authority seals. Like why would they get the special skill? It just seems weird. Like, I don't know. I think there's something else going on with that, but we'll hopefully find out more. But regardless of that, now we're with Arue, who turns out, I think, is the one holding the group back. I think Kokoro and Aure are actually in sync this time. I think they figured things out together yesterday, and I think they would have actually been able to answer the question if it were just them. I think Aure is the one who is not in sync, but that's because she thinks that they're so strange. She's not willing to like get on their level and just kind of talk to them a little bit more. So we'll see. I think it's all in her hands now. Let's find out if she can find some synchronicity today. So, I'm not exactly sure how we ended up in the store, honestly. I can't remember. I think she was trying to get to a rooftop when the other roommates came in and they had their whole conversation. And I'm not sure what's happening now. I'm just having a brain fart, but we'll have to just kind of jump back into it as we go. So, let's go right for it. Inside the store, right as they entered, Aure's attention darted to a pair of high school girls. Whoa, actually pictures of them. So they're from like the upper crust. And she's got the hearts in the eyes, so something's going on here. After thinking for a bit, she shook her head like a dog. Yeah, it's true. She just categorized a lot.
Kokoro-chan, あのお姉さんたち、すっごく優秀な高校の生徒さんなんですよ。卒業前の適性検査では、ほとんどの人が高ランクの大学に振り分けられるんですよ。受験に関しては最強です。
Okay, so pre-graduation compatibility examinations are just the replacements for exams.
何を隠そう、私の未来設計の重要な一要素でもありました。その当時はうまくいかなかったけど、今でもそれは変わりません。将来のために心ちゃんも目に焼き付けておきましょう。
Whoever this girl's. Oh, jeez. The two girls from Toho High. They were in the middle of shopping, wearing casual daytime clothes. Well, that's actually kind of cool, this seal, though, like, I can't really read what that's supposed to be. Like, it would help if I could read the character.
フロイトお姉様、水着選びならやっぱり他のお店を選んだ方が良かったんじゃ。質もデザインも上品で優雅なお店はたくさんご存知ですのに。
So these two already look interesting. We can learn a lot from this picture. Snaggletooth on the girl on the left, hearts in the eyes of the girl on the right, holding hands. Oddly different skirt lengths, but whatever. Yeah, nope, these two are definitely a thing. What? So they're presenting them like they're going to be very important characters right now. What's going on?
分かってないわね、ユング。
Oh no.
こういうお店でしか買えないものもあるのよ。例えば。
She's talking so slowly. Uh-oh. Squeeze. Freudy equips Young with an animal print bikini over her clothes.
お姉様、裏柄水着なんて、うち、こんなの親睦会に着ていけませんよ。恥ずかしいです。
Okay, yeah.
思った通り、可愛いわ。ユングにぴったり。
Freudy Froti? Interesting name. Froti's very, like, she's like a slow, plodding, I don't know. She's reminding me of a hippo, which is not very complimentary. However, I'm saying that because they seem to be slow and methodical and do their own thing, but they're also one of the most aggressive and dangerous animals in the African safari. As a matter of fact, I don't know the statistics true, but I think hippo attacks are far more common than like any other type of wild attack, and I think that they kill a shockingly high number of people. They're freaking scary. I didn't even play the Assassin's Creed Origin, the one that takes place in like Egypt, but I watched the videos. Those hippos are terrifying. So yeah, she reminds me of a hippo. Not her size, for her like plotting nature, but there's like I'm terrified of the monster within already. And then okay, so O is U and U is no U O. Okay, so it's Jung and Freud. Those words are weird.
先日お互いの深層心理を分析し合った時、ユングったら自分は可愛いと自己評価しているのがはっきりしたじゃないの。
She takes a long time to talk. I'm not crazy in saying their names are weird, right? Like they don't like that this name Froit. I don't think that's even correct. Like it's odd because there's a consonant on the end, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a foreign name because I'm pretty sure T isn't in Japanese. Doesn't the T sound doesn't ever float by itself without a vowel sound next to it.
意地悪が過ぎます。そんな風にからかわれたら。
Pat. Just as the younger girl Jung was about to raise her voice, Freud held a finger against her mouth. Maybe it's supposed to be like Russian. After which she shortened the distance between their faces. Oh geez, their noses touched ever so slightly.
慌てちゃって。そんなだから。 Funny
enough, it's a little warm in here, but it has nothing to do with this. I mean, maybe they'll look more cute as I get to know them, but right now they just seem strange. She blew a puff of air into Jung's ear.
私だって可愛い後輩をこんな風に困らせたくないの。
Sure you don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, that. She stuck her thigh in between Jung's legs. Oh, fetch. Yeah, no wonder the loot's coming out. Her skirt was pushed out, nearly revealing her underwear. Jeez Louise. It's public. Even I'd be able to think this would be shocking to see anywhere, let alone Japan.
本当に困っているのかしら。
See, she's terrifying. There was no power in her hands, despite their resistance. Froth's sighs finally reached their motherland. Jeez. What the heck's happening?
熱を帯びているのは吐息だけじゃないみたいだわ。
What is happening? Something was creating a field of musky hot air. Ew. Oh gosh, what is that? She convulsed as if electrocuted.
どうしてかしら。いつの間にか太ももが濡れてしまっているわ。ユング、ハンカチを貸していただける？
Well, hello YouTube! I know you're looking at this very shockingly, and despite the fact that your video analysis isn't doing anything, I know that your audio analysis is probably going crazy. Jeez Louise. Calm down, you two. She had crumpled onto the floor.
はしたないわよ、ユング。そんなところに座ってしまって。うちの飼い犬の方がよほど高貴な座さを心得ているわ。
Yeah, nope. Never would want to be friends with her. She's crazy. Oh boy. Yun clung powerlessly to Freud's skirt. She looked up at her with watery eyes. Honey-like drool slowly trickled Freud from the side of her mouth. I don't blame you, girl, but seriously. In that very moment, it was as if a jolt of electricity rushed through her body. Was this what they called going numb? This prickling sensation I feel in my heart. Can I get rid of it without her? No, that's not right. I have no choice but to answer with a no. This is something that can only be sublimated when there's combined pain and the prickling sensations. Sadism, it's a sadist and a masochist. Masochism, that's the word. I'm trying to, like it was stumbling in my mouth. Sadism, masochism, love, loneliness, anticipation, anxiety. I realize that all these emotions I feel towards her are the product of the very physical contact and delusions. That has to be it. That has to be. This is a product of my libido. Yeah, obviously. What are we doing here? I feel like the narrators just jumped into their mind all of a sudden. A result of trying to get through 3 years at the Department of Psychoanalysis while relying only on conversation. If that's the case, then there's but one path for me to take. There's only one thing I must do. What are you going to do? She thought all this up in about 0.2 seconds, and then spent an additional 0.1 seconds translating it into the following words. Yeah, so let's get out of here and go somewhere private. She said that in a cold, distant manner, as if to push her away. However, she started pulling products off the shelves and putting them in her basket with the speed and finesse of a seasoned thief. You too. Oh, I see.
お姉様、耳の付け方はわかるのですが、尻尾はどうやって？それ、先端が丸くなっていて。
Oh, she's about to be educated. What is this game? Freddy grinned with a heh. I can't even see it in my head. That heh. It's like the smirk.
Young, いいこと？人の内なるものはすべて性に接続されているの。人の生み出すものも文化も本当よ。
Sure.
だからこれはここに接続すればいいの。
Oh my gosh. Let's just say she pointed at her back. Yeah, that's a safe way to go. Or rather, pressed it against with her thumb. It wasn't her back. She stiffened up. She got strung up like a taut bow. She traced a turtle pattern on her. This is known as the hexagon of sexuality. Shut up, you. Yeah, what the heck is that? What?
さあ、ユング。かわいいあなたを見せてちょうだい。
I feel like the game hasn't earned this yet, but sure, let's go with it.
はい。お姉様。
Get out of here, you two. Yeah. This is just... That's what I'd be doing all the time. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Way beyond her understanding.
お姉さん、完全に前が見えないですよ。
She's like, no, child, we must spare you.
見ちゃいけません。今のお姉さんたち、とっても仲良しだったね。
Friendly. Oh wait, I just realized how much you want to bet they're in the apartment complex too.
そういう見方ができるハチスカさんってどこ育ちですか？温室で有機栽培とかされた系？
Greenhouse. Does that mean she's like, was she isolated?
アルエお姉さんは今の人たちみたいになりたいですよ。
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't be a I think Koiro's a really great person. Like, she's awesome. I have a feeling she's gonna misunderstand what she's asking here.
いや、なりたくありませんよ。でも、目標そのものって。
Oh, yeah, that's a...
アルエお姉さん、嘘つき?
The look of the little girl staring up at her. She believed that the world was made of kindness and truth, just as much as she believed the hairs on her own head. Oh.
そっか。アルエは今の人たちみたいになりたいんだね。
Oh no.
つまり、
体でスキンシップをしたいってことなのかな。
心ちゃん、何買いに来たんでしたっけ？
She probably wanted the conversation. Nope.
Arue は体でスキンシップを。
Oh no. What?
心ちゃん、何買いに来たんでしたっけ？
Please, abort!
体で。
心ちゃん、何買いに来たんでしたっけ？
She kept repeating the same thing. Almost like a townsperson in one of Yuri's games.
トイレットペーパーとゴミ袋をいっぱいとブスをワンケース、それから。
そんなにいっぱいお使い頼まれてるんですか？
どうやって持って帰るの？お母さんと一緒に来た方が良かったんじゃないかな。
Fair point then.
お母さんはいないですよ。完全に一人暮らしですよ。
Really? How? By a series of coincidences, they ended up befriending Kokoro. She was still just a little girl. Judging by the tag hanging off her neck, she was still in second grade. Oh, wait a minute. While Aure and the other girls were struggling with their assignments, spending most of their time playing and fooling around, there was a girl trying to survive all by herself.
一人暮らしって誰かを頼った方がいいんじゃないかな。例えば完全にお父さんもお母さんもいないですよ。完全に。
Completely. Her tone of voice was childish, but that only amplified the impact of her straightforward phrase. It gave the impression that there was no hidden intent behind them. She had figured out the gist of it. Ever since she said she lived on her own. That only made it seem even stranger that Kokoro's expression didn't change at all. However, one could think of it like this too. We've never been in that situation, so maybe that's normal.
家族っていて当たり前だけど、それがいないってどんなことなんだろう。
Is she not as young as she says it is? Is she like a supreme lolly? I almost like saying that, but it's true. Like, is she a supreme one or what? When Aure reflected on her past self, it made guilt swell up in her chest again. Her sickness caused her family to suffer some financial hardships. She really caused them a lot of problems. As a result, she felt that escaping her Chuusotsu status and becoming a functional member of society was a form of atonement. But what if there wasn't anyone for her to feel guilty about? What if there was no reason for her to atone for her sins? What if she didn't have to keep herself in chains all the time? All that would remain was freedom. But she didn't know how she would handle it. She felt that the very concept was dark, alien landscape. In which case, you could hardly even call it freedom anymore. What is freedom? What is freedom? Freedom... I think freedom is the ability to pursue your desires. Because, like, you think about, freedom's a pretty big, concept in the United States. I mean, the whole, Declaration of Independence was about men's right to free enterprise, the pursuit of happiness. You know, it doesn't say, like, we don't have... freedom isn't the right to be happy. It's the right to pursue happiness. You know, to chart our own course and to make our own destiny. And, you know, come what may and whatnot. And I think that's part of it. I think charting your own destiny, I think maybe that would be my answer to what is freedom. It's being able to set your path and take your chances and accept the consequences. Because unfortunately, I feel like without unlimited resources at your hands, like if you had a ton of like assets to your name, you don't really have true freedom. It's not like I can literally just go or do whatever I want. And heck, even then, like even if money weren't an object, I can't just magic myself everything I could possibly want. I mean, money can certainly close some gaps that are normally incomprehensible, but it's reality. I mean, if I could have literally anything I could want, I'd love to travel the stars. Not just go up into space, but mind you, that's a huge thing of mine I would love to be able to do. Like, absolute ultimate bucket list right there. But what about being able to go and, like, visit various worlds and star systems? Being able to see what the galaxy has to offer. Heck, what the universe has to offer. That would be the best thing in the world, and the ultimate freedom, I think, but it would come with its own restrictions, too. I don't know. Her doubts began to propagate. All these were concepts with no real answers. What was family? What was atonement? What was freedom? What was a wonderful life?
そろそろバイバイしなきゃ。
I hate saying bye-bye. Kokoro tried to carry her massive bags with her small body.
待ってください、ココロちゃん。今日こそ一緒に帰りましょうよ。
She smiled.
賛成。私、ココロの荷物持つよ。
Aww. She stared at Arue with her glassy bead-like eyes.
お姉さんは、同じ匂いがする。
Hmm.
何と同じ匂いですか？
内緒。
Okay.
教えてくださいよ。
That day, Arue brushed against the gateway to philosophy. Just a bit. Just a tiny little bit. That's kind of the key to it, isn't it? Asking questions. I have a feeling this game's gonna make me ask a lot of questions. Like today, like, what was that encounter at the mall? While Arue was brushing up against the gateway of philosophy, a certain psycho otaku girl, Aure, was brushing up against another forbidden gateway. Oh no, this will be the third forbidden gateway we've seen today. Oh, Chaser Bob. Oh, come on. Chaser George. It'll be fine. You should enjoy life with us. She being propositioned, I guess. She was near a certain middle school. She was surrounded by C-type boys. Wait, what are C-type boys? Tips? Oh. I think my cat jumping around out there. C-type boys. I'm gonna Google it. Okay. So, I'm seeing like there's four. This paper's saying there's 4 types of commonly recognized characteristics. Choleric, I'm guessing is how it said, which would be adventurous, determined, outspoken, competitive, and strong-willed. That might be C-type. Sanguine, which is playful, sociable, talkative, lively, and imaginative. Melancholy, which is detailed, orderly, persistent, respectful, and deep, and phlegmatic, thoughtful, controlled, adaptable, attentive, diplomatic. Ooh, I have no idea I'm like a mix of like the second and the fourth one personally. Anyway, let's see if that was it. C-type. Oh, they hit the button, idiot. C-type, chaser types, aka playboys. Just like how programming has the C language as the basis for communication, these boys also use their own C language to communicate. The community publisher's new C breakdown manual. Why didn't I just click the button? Oh no. We're all lolicons, you know. They suddenly came out of the closet. So, Miss Rolling Stone, you should come play with us. Do middle school kids talk like this? Rolling Stone now. The smooth stone-like body, particular to a lolly, flat. Excerption from the community publisher's Forests of Children. What is this? They're 15! She's allowed to adopt... She's 15!
何をする気か知れないが、アララはもうすぐ16のレディボーデンだ。貴様らの思考する年齢層とはかけ離れていると心得るがいい。
True. Oddly to say it, but true. We know that already! Lol. Yeah, because real little girls would have a little girl seal. Oh, there's a new tip. Besides, if we tried to mess around, the girl who had a seal, her protection would get set off, we'd end up getting socially obliterated. What? Really? Lolly in danger. Do I want to click this? It clicks to read the extra scenarios. It's like, oh, well, we might have to click that, but here first. So, a social security system of people without an authorization seal the unmarked. Primary objective is to allow unmarked to resist their aptitude test. That's the safety net, sorry. So that all got added. I missed something last time. I feel like the fact that it's taking us to an extra scenario makes me hesitate, but I think we'll do it anyway. If I have to cut it out, I'll cut it out. This is why I edit. Alright. Hopefully I can get back to it. In a certain neighborhood, The young mother was having a cloth bag over her little was hanging a cloth bag over her little girl's neck. Why would you do that? Tanpopo, do you remember everything you need to buy? Yeah, some onions, tofu, fish, and soy sauce. And the way to the supermarket? I go past Renga's house, cross a big road, turn right. Will you be lonely without your mommy? I will, but I'll do my best. Anyway, off I go. Good luck on your first errand. Good luck on your first errand, Tanpopo. Oh dear, mommy seems quite worried. Morgan Freeman's voice. What? What? Well, I guess I'll try it. I can't, this is gonna be bad, right? Oh dear, mommy seems quite worried. I can't do Morgan Freeman's voice. I can't do it. Tanpopo walked down the street, humming to herself. I have a feeling this is gonna be so not good. Huh? She stopped. Watch out! A dump truck just plowed into that house! Stay away from it. There's no telling when it could catch on fire and explode. Whoever wants to go down this street should go around. The man explained the entire situation by himself. Go around? She turned to the right and bypassed the street. I wonder if Renga's house is okay. She grew worried about Renga. Whose house the dump truck plowed into. Oh dang. However, a sudden thought stopped her in her tracks. I don't know where to go. What do I do? Her hands and legs were shaking. Beads of tears began swelling up the corners of her eyes. She was still worrying over what to do when... Don't cry, Tanpopo. A non-humanoid the size of her palm suddenly appeared in front of her. Who are you? I'm the mapping fairy, Chuusotsu. It's my mission to give directions to poor lost kittens. Please show me the way. Sure thing. I'll map it out for you. Just wait here a sec. She flew off. I'm back. Here you go. A map of this area. Thanks. I give you this. Wow, it's candy. Thanks. I love you, Tanpopo. Call me whenever you have to play a roguelike. Wait, what? I'll handle the mapping. Bye-bye. Thanks to the mysterious fairy, she's able to reach her destination without issues. Onions, tofu, fish sauce, soy sauce. I have everything. She smiled a bright, innocent smile. Tanpopo had completed her errand quest. However, right in front of her... Oh, noble. Ow. A man wearing clothes reminiscent of the Tudors of medieval England had just fallen over. Sir, are you okay? Ow, what a cute little princess. I've certainly embarrassed myself in front of you, haven't I? But worry not, this is hardly. Wah! At the visibly worried Tanpopo's feet, the adult DVDs for niche audiences, I just fell out of my bag and scattered on the ground. Oh? Oh, good. It doesn't seem like she noticed. Better take them while I can. He reached for the DVDs. Following his movements, Tanpopo looked down as well. Huh? What's this? A naked woman is pawing with horse. Oh man. The movement of her innocent eyes beheld the deepest, darkest abyss of the world. Uh-oh. What's going on over there? That little girl's alarm's going off. Oh! After hastily recovering all his stuff, the man bolted off like a swift thoroughbred, you know, because he's got a horse fetish. Just saying it out there. He left. That lady from before thanked me too. And that was the last she ever saw of him. Tanpopo was on her way home, humming a Sunday morning anime opening song that was popular even among older otaku. She skipped along, clearly in high spirits. She had plans to hang out with Renge the next day, assuming Renge is alive. Will those plans be carried out though? Tanpopo was at an age where she didn't worry about such things. However, this merciless world would harm even an innocent treasure such as her. Are you serious? A truck? Huh? A dump truck was sliding sideways, heading straight for her. What is with this accident-prone street? The day has seen entirely too many dump truck-related accidents. Ah! The massive vehicle was inches away from her. In that second, a mere moment before certain death. Protection code, stand by! Get away, please! Already. A shrill metallic sound pierced the air. It was like the sound of a heavy metal object hitting an even heavier metal door. The dump truck lay on its side, surrounded by smoke. Its frame was bent so far it resembled a V. Fetch. From beyond the curtain of smoke. Sir, are you okay? Emerged Tanpopo. She climbed on top of the fallen truck and stretched out a hand towards the driver's seat. Oh, yeah, how about you, miss? Wait, oh, you're just a little girl. Guess it was stupid of me to even worry. After letting out one last breath, the man went limp. Watch out! A dump truck just had an accident! An adult is coming! Feeling relieved, Tanpopo left. I'm back! Tanpopo, welcome back! Good job with your errand. Wordless joy. I managed to do everything. You're such a good girl, Tanpopo. A good precious girl. Did everything go okay then? No trouble on your way home? She raised a finger to her lips, thinking. Nope, no trouble at all. Is that so? Thank goodness, I was so worried. On a certain sunny day, multiple people were hurt and one person's seal was severely damaged. Surrounded by her family, Tanpopo smiled as she always did, completely oblivious to all that transpired, including the abilities attached to her little girl seal that protected her that day. Interesting. Okay, so like being a little girl gives you protection just as part of the seal. Job ability protection A. Okay, so job ability. Children are to be treasured. They must be raised in a safe and healthy environment. This was implemented by the Health Education Plan, as put forward by the People's World Federation. Well, I mean, that is kind of handy. It literally just jumps right back. Okay. Well, that seemed almost more like a comical, like infomercial, or almost like the Fallout, like, little, like happy, Vault Boy cartoons. Ugh. Anyway, well, that was something. Education. Anyway, so they're talking about how, like, if they did anything lewd, that their authority seals would, like, report it or something, and they would lose, like, standing. So instead, we all put our best effort into picking up unmarked lolly-type girls. The boys cried out in unison. Wait, so if you don't have a seal, you lose all those protections? That sucks. Especially if people, like, understand that. That's exactly where the malcontents are gonna go. I agree. Oh no. What is she gonna do to them now? Huh? Oh. The three of them locked eyes with Aure. Locked eyes. Huh? What? Could you actually be interested in us? Nothing happened. Yeah! Do you want to bookmark my handsome face and that cute lolly head of yours? Yeah! Hello, Aure! Yeah! How do I know her name? Kind of convenient that you have two roommates, though. Gonna beat them up with your doll. She reached down to the stuffed animal attached to her bandaged left hand. Yeah, hey! Chaser John, bring over your car! Yeah, okay. I'll bring out the high ace. What? They're like middle schoolers. High ace. Type of business van that had been given a bad reputation over the past few years. Aure had no idea about the van's model. However, her instincts were telling her that she was in trouble. At that moment... What's this? Are you Miss Dark History? The girl Aure tamed the other day showed up and called out to her with a particularly life-ending nickname. In spite of the situation, her face was aglow with realization. This would save her. Why are you looking at me with tears in your eyes? Aww. Aure, get out of this. This is terrible. She was desperate. Oh, I see. You were relieved to see a familiar face in a pinch? Okay, okay. So, you guys hitting on Miss Dark History? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to go play now. I see. Mind if I tag along? Yeah, not at all, little sister. What the? Yeah, so I love you. They hugged. They laughed like Americans. Hey! Wait. Do we actually... I guess I suppose it would make sense if we laughed differently, but I feel like everyone laughs differently. Like, laughing like an American, maybe like a loud laugh, because oh my gosh, I'm such a... that's gonna make it... I'm gonna be so loud if I ever go to Japan. I'm so loud. I can't help it. I'm just a loud person. Huh? She hypnotized her in an instant. Apparently, you could skip over quite a lot, provided you'd already done it to them once. Alright. I made a promise with Miss Dark History. Huh? See ya! Huh. After freeing herself, she headed for the rooftop. She started thinking near the usual fence. Psycho Tame. She gained this power through the organization. She heard it was an accumulation of the consciousness through the use of the arcane eyes, even though she still didn't quite know how it worked. So her intuition told her that she could not tame more than 2 people at the same time. Based on past experience, she could also tell that the person's authority power made a difference too. The highest she could go was an authorized power of about 300. Interesting. Huh. She made a satisfied grin. Just then, she felt someone's presence nearby. Right next to her, in fact. Kirara. Is that a sister? She touched her bandages. The stuffed animal hanging off them seemed to be smiling an evil smile. Okay, so she's not actually talking to a person, right? Oh, here comes the cackle, the evil laugh. The sky began to darken as Arue's bone-chilling giggle filled the air. She would love Okame. And so they moved on to the 4th challenge. Yeah, she just reeks with just like absolutely some scammy things happening.
Wow! Arue お嬢様特別! いつもの調子が戻ってるみたいっすね。昨日はなんだかテンション低かったから心配したっすよ。
でも今日も心なしかぼーっとしてたよね、アルエ。
そうですか。そう見えましたか。
Is that because you wanted to get physical? Physical. That's stupid.
確かに今日は朝から久々に卑屈モード入ってたかも。へっぽこ AI。貴様のせいで同胞のテンションが再び下落したぞ。ありゃりゃ、フォローのせいっすか？それは申し訳ないこと。
I have a feeling they're not gonna pass today.
あ、いえ、別にそういうわけじゃないんです。私は至って平素ですよ。ただちょっと考え事してただけですので。考え事っすか？なんかね、お嬢様にしては珍しい。
Ouch! Hollow's coming out with the burns.
本当に一言余計ですね、あなたは。考え事って言っても漠然としてるんですけど、その自由って一体なんだろうとか。尾崎みたいな悩みっすね。まあ15歳の少女としてはステロタイプなのかもっすけど。
Who's Ozaki? Is he a philosopher?
同胞、ご心配なく。 今回の件が片付けば自由はその手につかめるはず。
Yes, yes.
はあ、まあそういう問題なのかは眉唾ですけど、それにしてもあなたは自信たっぷりですね。昨日あれだけ余裕かましてミスったくせに。あららには秘術がありまする。それを使いかような課題など簡単にクリアしてご覧に入れましょうぞ。
Don't try and hypnotize the AI.
なんで忠実なしもべ口調なのかわかりませんが、そういうことならやってみてください。どっちみち他に案もありませんし。
You know, it's kind of interesting too, because like, so she has like a power, like a special, unique, almost superpower, like to hypnotize and influence people like she does. That really is a superpower. I can kind of understand the mindset of somebody who thinks with their imagination and kind of pulls that into the reality a little bit for themselves, you know? I feel like I've done that from time to time. Never to the point where, like, to the Okabe or to Arara's, like, level. And, like, I always have a measure of, like reality. Although I've never really had that point where I've been, like, beyond reality's limits, I guess you could say. But, I do kind of understand, like, if you had those tendencies already and then you actually had a superpower effectively, like, it would be really understanding that people could go over the top like that. She pushed the proposition button. What makes a wonderful life?
どうほ小色さん、あららの目を見てくださいです。嫌ですよ、普通に。なぜ
What? Arue pushed herself onto Arue pushed herself onto Arue like a starving ghoul.
わかりましたから離れてください。では、よしなに。何なんですか、もう。
The three of them gaze at each other.
あなたはだんだん痛くな。
Oh, she did try it on them.
あなたの目をあららに渡したくな。
Don't say things like that. Oh, Koiro's down!
あれ、どうしちゃったんですか、ハチスカさん。
Arue can't be tamed.
目が座ってハチスカさん。いや、じゃなくて何したんですか、あなた。ハチスカさん、何も反応しなくなっちゃいましたよ。いや、もうテイムしたから。でも同胞はテイムできなかった。なんで？
That is interesting.
は？言ってる意味が全然。
Error. The time limit had been exceeded.
時間制限あったの？残念だったっすね。なんか大変なことになってるみたいしっす。
They really are.
そんなところ申し訳ないっすが、貸していたソウルポイントを回収させてもらうっす。
Wait.
初回案内分含めて10万ポイントっすね。
Wait. So the money they pulled out was a loan?
知らない間に借金してた？知らない間ってフォローバンバン呼び出してたじゃないっすか。フォローだってただじゃないんすよ、お客さん。
I feel... Hasn't she just been appearing?
あなた有料だったの？
Oh my gosh.
あ、いや違う。順番に突っ込み入れなきゃ。ハチスカさんに何したの？やっと順番が回ってきたです。
One crisis at a time.
いや、一度にいろいろ起これば、そりゃ混乱しますよ。混乱してるのはこっちです。いや、ほんと。なぜ同胞にはサイコテイムが通じないのか。人数の上限も超人コードの上限もオーバーしていなかったのに。同胞ってばミステリアスなお人。一人で悩んでないでハチスカさんを元に戻してください。慌てずともそれなら簡単に。
She clapped her hands.
あれ？よかった。元に戻った。
Relieved, Arue turned back to Arara. Man, their names are so similar. Arue turned back to Arara.
藤崎さん、
Arue.
私たちに何をしようとしたのか後できっちり説明してもらいますからね。はいです。
She seemed to shrink in size.
まあ仲良く一緒に過ごせるのもあと3日しかないんすから。 失敗前提で言わないでください。あなたもあなたで課題の挑戦が有料だなんて言わなかったじゃないですか。
挑戦自体は無料っすよ。フォローを呼び出すのに料金が発生するっす。
Turn that option off!
オートでオプションつくとかアコぎすぎないですかそれ。
ちなみに1回呼び出しにつき2万ポイントいただくっす。2万
って残り4万5千しかないんですけど。
じゃあ哲学は最大2回しか挑戦できないっすね。でもまあしょうがないっす。お嬢様方ゲーム機とか漫画とかバカすか買っちゃいましたし。
So now even making an attempt costs money? That's stupid.
それじゃあまた次の機会にっす。
She started to disappear.
ご利用は計画的に。
早く消えてください。
Just make like a train and leave.
なんか疲れた。
What a weird day. Arue popped herself on her bed. She could feel her fatigue building. Part of it was due to this difficult task, and because she had to respond to so many things during the day. But the main cause was this new lifestyle. She wasn't used to it. She was sharing a roof with a bunch of strangers she'd only met a few days ago. On the surface, it seemed like this wasn't weighing down on her, but deep down, Arue was actually making quite an effort to pull herself together. Her muscles had softened up after taking a bath. This made it feel like her exhaustion was seeping out of her body and into the depths of her cushy bed. Oh, that sounds nice. Seemingly having regained some of her composure, Arue grabbed her smartphone next to her pillow. She tapped at the screen, switched it over from the lock screen to the menu, displaying various icons. She had yet to get used to handling it, but it still made an effort to find the sites and applications she had heard of. She opened up the website for the dexterity of an old man. It was an SNS site. It allowed people to write simple posts and share information, as long as their content were kept within 140 characters, so kind of like Twitter. It's like Tweeter. That sounds terrible. Was one of the most popular in modern society had encountered at least once. Was one that most people in modern society had encountered at least once. Arue knew of it as well. She heard about it countless times during middle school. She'd never used it. Not even once. She was scared. She was scared of being connected to someone. Because that held the possibility of her not being connected to that held the possibility of not being connected to anyone. She had taken a look at it just once. Everyone else had been happily posting their personal lives on it. Their day's lunch, the manga they just bought, the game they just finished, a travel diary with their friends. They attached photos, people responded, it got spread around, and even people they'd never met before would post their comments. Arue felt that even if people posted about their various grievances were leading fulfilling lives. Arue had nothing to talk about. I don't know, you've got a lot going on right now. The fact that she had nothing to talk about seemed to reflect on her worthlessness as a human being. What should Arue have talked about back then? All she had was studying. Every effort simply wasn't enough to push her through the narrow gate that led to becoming a government worker. Not only did one have to put in an extraordinary amount of effort, they also had to be blessed with good luck. All she had was studying. All she could do was study. And afterwards... She softly exhaled. She then made a tiny step forward. It was a small, easy step, like crossing into the entranceway. Entering the free email address she had obtained. Coming up with a password, using numbers that she liked. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. She hesitated for a moment. Registration. She created an account. Her tween's name was Miyasa. The manga character she loved so much. A tough and cool female warrior, completely unlike Arue herself. Her profile picture was left as the default one. She planned on changing it to Miyasa's image sometime tonight. She preferred to use the original manga version rather than the anime version. She wondered how she would get the image. In her head, she'd become the SNS personality Miyasa that she just created. Tough, strong, and gentle. And yielding and full of determination. A person who'd never again flee to the rooftop. That night quietly passed on. Huh. We gotta make some progress soon. Moving screen, but we're going to be pausing right here. So thank you so much for joining me today. What a weird episode. Yeah, this game's had some weird moments, but this final episode was like all weird moments. Well, we learned a few things. Children are highly protected. Like literally, like can't get hit by a truck protected. That's kind of cool. We also got to see like a little bit of interaction with like the various girls. A little bit more detail about the hypnotism power. Very interesting introduction between two high school girls from another school that for some reason had like entire like section devoted to them, even though they don't seem to have anything to do with the story as of yet. But maybe in the future. And we've just, I don't know. Oh yeah, and also Hollow charging 20,000 soul points or whatever every time she appears, which is just extortion. Oh well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me on the channel. It's a pleasure having you here, and thanks for checking out this little series that I'm doing. I hope you liked it enough that you're continuing to stop by, and I hope you continue to see the other series we've been covering on the channel. We're getting to some really exciting stuff in the Move series, so if you've been following that, buckle up. Next week's going to be an interesting one, and I'm guessing it's going to be a long episode, so let's just all get ready for it, and hopefully we won't cry too much. Otherwise, just got some good updates coming to the channel soon, so hopefully we'll have some more stuff to show you. But until the next video you're watching me, whatever you see me in next, I'll see you there.